Today we're going to briefly talk about naming compounds. So we have a couple different types of compounds, and let's first talk about ionic. So ionic. So our first step for naming ionic compounds, remember ionic is where the electrons get completely transferred. First we need to name or write the name of the cation. Remember cation, those are the ones that are positively charged. So most often this is going to be a metal or something like an ammonium ion. Second, we're going to write the name of the anion, which remember is negatively charged. And then we're going to say, for our third step, that if the metal ion, so if the cation can have more than one charge, we place a Roman numeral after its name. So if it can possibly have more than one charge, say it could lose 1 or 2 electrons, then we write Roman numerals after. So what are some examples of these things? So hopefully you have that all written down. One example would be sodium bromide. So sodium bromide is NaBr. And the reason that is if we have Na, which is sodium, and we draw the Lewis structure for it, it would have 1 electron. And bromine, which would have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we would yield NaBr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 around the bromine, and no valence electrons around the sodium, which in all reality, sodium now behaves like neon, but is still, its element is still sodium. We haven't changed the makeup of the nucleus to have it actually change elements. That would need radioactive decay. So the reason that this is sodium bromide is that we start with the name of the cation. So sodium now has a +1 charge, and bromine now has a -1 charge. So this is our cation. This is our anion. So this fits with our naming rules for ionic compounds. So now let's determine the rules for some covalent compounds. And those would be, first, we just write the name, Name, of the first element. Then, if the symbol is followed by a subscript of 2 or more, we use a prefix to denote that number. So, prefix for subscripts of 2 or more. And remember, this is for covalent compounds. The third thing is we write the name of the element, or we write the root of the element that's next with an "ide." So, root of next element with "ide." So that'd be like trichloride. And then well, we need to write the prefix for the second element, just like in number 2. So one example would be phosphorus trichloride would be PCl3. So that would be phosphorus trichloride.